Hello there, folks. This quick video today is going to create simulated temperature inputs so that we can use this HMI for the other ones to read values to simulate a temperature input. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to first go create a data tag over here, and let's just call this one, let's rename it. We're going to hit new, and we're going to call this one temp underscore F1, because there's going to be 6 of these eventually. So I'm going to do temp underscore F1, and I'm going to pretend in this example that if I go to the Format tab, that this guy is going to have a range of, we're going to pretend from 0 to 100.0 degrees Fahrenheit. So I'm going to put 1 for 0 here, and this is going to sound weird, but I'm going to put 1,000 there because I'm going to go to the Format tab, and I'm going to declare this guy as a numeric. Click OK, and I'm going to say, you know what, this is going to have 3 digits before and 1 after. Therefore, this is going to look like 100.0 up from 0 to 100.0. There's my 3 and 1. So that's what we do there. We'll go back to the Data tab here. I'm going to make this retentive in case I happen to cycle power. I want this thing to keep it. So if I go to Display Pages, and if we just drag this guy out here like this, we'll make this a little bigger. I want the user to simulate here, so I'm going to double click on this, and I'm going to, right here, the operation, I'm going to make this data entry. Remember this, whenever you make a field data entry, you should always pay attention over here. The background color should get inverted. So I'll hit the pull down here. I choose data entry. Notice, see how that guy just changed right there? That's perfect. And then recall, I have kind of a rule that if you have a field on the screen that's data entry, I always like to go to the Edge tab, and on the Edge tab give it some pixel, 1 or 2 pixels. And of course, we want to change the edge color to something different than the background page, otherwise it's not going to show up very well. So I might make this guy red, for instance. Alright, so I'm going to click the OK button down here and put that on there. And that's going to be the temperature range that's going to come in. Now what I want to do is I'm going to take this value here, and I want to share it with anybody else to read via Modbus. So I'm going to make this HMI here be a Modbus TCP slave. So I'm going to click on Communications over here. Let me collapse all of these huge trees that are open for some reason. And if I go up here to Network here, I go to click on, I don't know what happened in Protocol 1, but what happened in Protocol 1? I must have deleted it. Let me go ahead and click on Protocol 2 here. Let me do this. Let me click here. Let me add. Let's see what it does here. There it is. I don't know why it showed up down there, but I'll click on Protocol 1. I'm going to go ahead and make this be a Modbus driver. Oh my gosh. I'll go there. Modbus Slave. I'm going to choose that. Okay. So I'm going to click over here, and I'm going to call this one slave underscore 1 for this test. And I'm going to add a gateway block. Let me make this a little bigger so you can see. One more thing. I'll back up here. I don't know what it is, team, but a couple things here I like to fix always before I move on. Normally, these are always set to high, then low. So I'm going to go ahead and invert these. That way it follows what most other things do. And then right here, the session limit, that means up to 4 masters can be polling this guy at the same time. So I'm going to change this from 2 to 4. Well, that's the biggest number. Remember this trick. If you ever want to know what's the biggest number to put in a big number, and it'll usually come back and tell you, hey, the biggest here is 4. Okay, so that means 4 devices could be pulling that connection at once. So I'm going to click on slave 1 here. I'm going to add a gateway block. I'm going to click on the block 1. And I'm going to map this, eventually, the temp F tag to 40,001. So I'm going to hit the pick button here. I'm going to go down to holding registers, click OK. And I'm going to do a block size of just 1. Notice when I did that, the tree expanded here. So now if I click on this 40,001 guy right here, I just want to map temp F to that. So I'll go to data tags right here in the middle of the page. And I'm going to grab this guy and drag it down here, right here. And notice the arrow. If you look here, the arrow is going that way. So that little arrow right there is going that way. So it's going to take this value and put it in there all the time and have it there. So that normally would work out great, perfect. If we want to test this real quick, I'm going to go ahead and save this to my hard drive. I'm going to go ahead and download it to the screen. Maybe I won't. Let me go, am I connected over? Let me go Ethernet here, see if this works here real quick. Right here. Download over Ethernet. Okay, so I'll go back to USB because I've had other programs open since I'm playing with this. So let me put this right here. Okay, plug that USB back in. Here. Alright, let's try it again. Okay, so I downloaded it to USB, and let's see if I can pull the web page up to show this working. So I'm going to go here, close this guy down. This is what it used to look like, and I'm going to put in, I think it's 192.168.1.23 is what it currently got from the, and I believe this one is 797. All right. Oh, you know what I got to do? Hold on. I got to move. I forgot one thing. I need to move this page above the other page that was there. This was the original page I'm playing around. So let me go download this to it. All right, now we should be able to go back to here. And it should show us that. There's that page. You can see the temperature here. And if I put in a number, say 75. Oops, that's not the one. Let me back up here. 75.3. And you can see it works. It takes it. Now, one thing I'm going to tell you, in my opinion, I think a constant temperature like this is kind of boring. I would really like this just to simulate. It should fluctuate a little bit. So watch this kind of weird idea. I'm going to go back to data tags, and I'm going to create another tag right here, and I'm going to call this one adder. I'll just make it the word adder. And I'm going to make this thing be a random generator. So I'm going to hit the pull down right here, click on the word general, and I'm going to type random, open parentheses, and I want this to go between, let's say, up to 5, 0 to 6, for instance. So if I put random, open parentheses, close parentheses, number 6, boom, it turns yellow because it becomes a formula tag equal to that. And if I go to display pages, I just want to show you how this works. I'll drag this guy out here. I'm going to place it right here. Let's download this so you can see what it looks like. So you can see it's just randomly generated a number, if you will, just a small fluctuation. That's what I'm looking for. So what I want to do is I want to take this and add it to this, and then make that be the number that goes out to the field. So I'm going to go over here back to Crimson, and I'll go back to display pages, and I'm going to create another tag here. And this particular tag, I'll just leave it for now, the word tag 1. But watch what I do here. I want to basically make this tag equal to, whoops, bad arrow, this guy plus this guy. So watch what I do. I'm going to hit the pull down right here, and I'm going to choose, I'm going to try general, but I think you're going to see something here. I want to drag temp F into here like this, boom. Well, now it becomes a constant, but I want to add the adder to it. So watch what I got to do here. If I put my my mouse in here like this where I get the cursor stays, I'll go plus, or space, plus, space, and I'll just type the name of the tag, ADDER, boom, hit enter. Now that is the tag that I want to share Modbus, so I'll go over here to communications, and instead of this one, I'm going to grab this guy right there. Perfect, that's what I want. And then just so you can see the final result, let's grab this tag 1 here, because that's really what's going to go across. And now, if we go ahead and save this and download it, let's see, don't want to position it like that, maybe I'll put it like this. All right, let's see what happens. Save it and download it, and watch what happens now. I should have made this, I can't make it return, never mind. Okay, now go back here to the browser. Hey, look, see how I got a little fluctuation? That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the final result to come out here with just a little bit of fluctuation. Remember, that's what I'm looking for, which is perfect. So that's what that's going to cover, and that's, I'm going to do this 6 times over because I need to share some value here 6 times over, so just thought I'd show that off real quick to you. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.